Alright, so this is a suggestion via Patreon. The name of the video is What a Camera Captures in Russia Shocked the Whole World. Let's check it out. Let's see where this takes us, guys.
Parka coats, we're off to Russia. Yes, today we're taking you on a whistle-stop tour through the weirdest and most wonderful things that this gigantic landmass has to offer.
Right,
from ancient creatures brought back from the dead to hellish holes swallowing up the earth.
I mean, we created that hellish hole, though.
It's beautiful. Amazing.
These are the 20 unsettling discoveries in Russia nobody can explain.
Alright, let's go. A donut?
Ancient resurrected roundworms. Russian scientists made a groundbreaking discovery when they excavated beneath the Arctic permafrost. Ancient worms were found in the burrow of a prehistoric squirrel, frozen 100 feet below the ice for 42,000 years. These microscopic worms were carefully brought to the laboratory and placed in petri dishes with the goal of reviving them. Yep, things were about to get real sci-fi in here. Remarkably, the frozen nematodes started to thaw and were observed crawling and eating in their dishes. Gross, right? After 42,000 years, these mysterious worms became the planet's oldest living organisms.
All right, I definitely want to point something out here. I'm not going to say gross. Normally, I'd be like, ew, this is nasty. It's a worm. Normally. But the fact that it was frozen for 42,000 years and miraculously comes back to life once it's thawed, I think we should study that.
Who knows? Maybe humans will be able to do the same thing one day.
I think we're too complex.
Fasten your seatbelts because it's time for today's sweet topic.
And now it's time for our sweet topic. What a camera captures in Russia shocked the whole world. Okay. Yes, we've all seen E.T., but what if this weird little gray alien was actually real? Well, this photo seems to offer the creepy proof that UFO believers have all been looking for. With a giant head and big black eyes, this odd little creature certainly looks like the aliens we've all seen in the movies. But what do you guys think? Use the hashtag sweet topic in this comment section below to share your thoughts.
All right, that easily could be something CGI. Maybe it was made for a small film, right? Something indie, most likely.
18,000-year-old puppy. Siberia's permafrost has revealed an astonishing find. Meet Dogor, the time-traveling pup, preserved in the icy embrace for an incredible 18,000 years. This canine, discovered in near-perfect condition, has hair, nails, pads, eyelashes, and whiskers that are all remarkably intact, offering a frozen snapshot of ancient canine life. Pretty amazing, right? Dogor, with his milk teeth still present, suggests he was just a pup of under 2 months when he met his icy fate. However, a big twist still remains. Was he a dog or a wolf? The University of Stockholm Center for Paleogenetics have used DNA analysis, confirming Dogor as male, but his species is still shrouded in mystery.
I'm going to go ahead and lean more towards dog.
Still, there's no doubt about it. This discovery is
obviously not a dog that we would recognize, but more dog than
a scientific sensation, providing a glimpse into an ancient past we never knew existed. Russian synagogue. Get ready for a mind-blowing discovery in southern Russia. Archaeologists just unearthed the remains of a 2,000-year-old synagogue. And it's a real gem because Jewish worship buildings from this era are rarely ever seen outside the Holy Land. The discovery took place down a few miles east of Crimea on the Taman Peninsula. Now, the expert squad is deeping into uncovering the mysteries of an ancient Greek colony at the Phanagoria archaeological site. In fact, scientists are even claiming that this synagogue might predate the famous Second Temple's Roman demise in AD 70 by over 100 years. However, not everyone's on board with this timeline. Skeptics are suggesting a later build, maybe in the 4th century AD. What's the real deal on this ancient architectural enigma? Hopefully, archaeologists will have all the answers after a thorough study of this incredible Russian synagogue. Dinosaur egg.
Yeah, guys, whatever that date is, it's absolutely going to be AD, guys.
Siberian archaeologists have just dropped a scientific bombshell from the dinosaur graveyard in the Kemerovo region. No need for time machines here, just pure prehistoric excitement. On August 8th at the Shestokovo 3 paleontological site, They stumbled upon the fossilized remains of an egg. In recent years, in the same layer, these archaeology heroes discovered a mass burial of Psittacosaurus, aka parrot lizards. Dinosaurs with the killer
A mass burial.
combo of a huge skull and a sharp beak, strutting their stuff between 126 and 101 million years ago during the early Cretaceous era.
Like, did they know that maybe they were going to expire soon and they all went to a very specific place? Were they buried there by something else? Was that mass graveyard maybe like, I don't know, the dinner table for a much larger being?
Back then,
So many
4
questions.
fully preserved skeletons were stealing the spotlight. Then they found the Psittacosaurus sibiricus, the heavyweight champion of the Psittacosaurus world, boasting the biggest skull, a neck frill, and 4 eye-catching horns. But wait, there's more. An eggshell, potentially from the same legendary lineage, is currently under investigation in the field laboratory by the brainiacs at the Kuzbas Museum of Local History. Will it be confirmed as a dinosaur egg or reveal itself as a primitive bird's nest? The suspense is killing us. Ice Age Cave Bear. Here's a chilling discovery straight from the icy depths of the Russian Arctic. Reindeer herds unveiled the immaculately preserved remains of an Ice Age era bear, all thanks to the permafrost thawing on the islands. This isn't your average bear. With teeth and nose intact, scientists believe it's a species of brown bear that lived a whopping 22,000 to 39,500 years ago. Move over, museum fossils. This bear is stealing the spotlight at the Northeastern Federal University in Yakutsk, renowned for its epic research on woolly mammoths and other prehistoric creatures. Dr. Lena Grigorieva, the paleontology expert at the university, is dubbing this discovery as the Holy Grail. Why? Because this bear is the first and only of its kind to be recovered in one piece, complete with
Bro, and it looks like they're literally pulling off chunks of meat.
soft tissue. It's not just a bear, it's a time capsule with all the internal organs intact, even down to the nose. In a world where only skulls and bones usually make the headlines, this fleshy find is a game changer. House of Mammoth Bones. A mysterious structure was unearthed deep in the forests of Russia, and archaeologists are still trying to figure out what it is. Yep, this puzzling circular structure is believed to have been built a whopping 25,000 years ago, back in the Ice Age, and was constructed entirely of woolly mammoth bones. Hey, there were no bricks back then. You had to make do with what was lying around. That's right, ancient Paleolithic people used to hunt massive mammoths, and it looks like nothing went to waste. While they would have survived
Bro, they made houses out of mammoth bones.
on the meat and used the furs for clothing, it seems like even the bone served a purpose too.
Yeah, most likely tools also.
Experts just aren't sure exactly what that purpose is. The 40-foot wide building had evidence of wood fires burning in the center, suggesting this could have been some kind of shelter during the freezing winters. But researchers think it's much more likely they were used as some kind of giant food larder. Using the bones of at least 60 mammoths, this strange circular structure could have actually been one of the first ever fridges in the world. Russian mammoth clones. We've got some jaw-dropping news straight from the frosty depths of
That's extremely plausible.
Siberia. Get ready for a Jurassic Park-style adventure as scientists in the Russian city of Yakutsk unveil their grand plans for a cutting-edge paleogenetic scientific center. Yep, they're actually building giant cloning laboratories buried deep in the permafrost, especially for resurrecting Ice Age giants.
Guys, please let's not bring anything back that is gone. Where are you going to house them? Think about that for a second. The last thing we need to do is bring back another animal that actually has ivory also. They're just going to be hunted for East Asia.
This groundbreaking facility is said to be a world-class hub, pushing the boundaries of
Unless that's the point.
science. Russian researchers are teaming up with the South Korean specialists, cooking up plans to resurrect extinct species like the woolly mammoth, woolly rhinoceros, cave lion, and even long-lost breeds of horses. How's that for a prehistoric revival? And if the mammoth
Bro, keep the cave lions wherever they were.
size dream comes true, these resurrected wonders won't just be hanging out in a lab. Oh no, they'll be strutting their ancient stuff in the Pleistocene Park, a colossal 20,000 hectare zone in remote Siberia, aiming to recreate a full-blown Ice Age ecosystem. They plan to have woolly mammoths compacting snow in the winter and munching on grass in the summer. all while working their magic to lower the permafrost temperature. Science really blows our minds sometimes. Whale Bone Alley. At the northern tip of the Ytgran Island in Siberia lies the intriguing Whale Bone Alley, a chilling testament to ancient past. This site resembles a giant's graveyard with scattered bones of mighty sea creatures, serving as a haunting reminder of a time when these giants dominated the oceans, providing food for local tribes. The shore is covered with hundreds of bones, including jaw bones, ribs, and vertebrae, along with pits containing fossilized whale remains used for storing precious meat. A snapshot of ancient life frozen in time. While some experts say the site was sacred and ritualistic, suggesting it was a gathering place for different tribes. Locals lean towards the idea of a communal spot for hunters to process meat. Yep, the debate continues. Is it a spiritual sanctuary or an ancient butcher's block? We may never know the truth behind the haunting Alley of Bones.
Okay, listen. Hear me out. It's really close to the water, and water levels change. It could have been somewhere where old whales went to expire. Or something absolutely terrible happened in the water, because most likely all of this here was underneath water at one time. All right, hear me out.
25,000-year-old buildings. Let's unravel the mysterious enigma of the Caucasus Mountains in Russia. It's the riddle everyone wants to solve. What are these ancient buildings? Hundreds of megalithic monuments scattered across the rugged landscape, known as dolmens, have been standing silently for thousands of years, holding secrets that baffle both Russian and foreign archaeologists.
Firstly, how were they even created? Look at the size of these rocks.
According to the website Kikion, these megalithic wonders are anywhere from 10,000 to a mind-blowing 25,000 years. But other archaeologists are suggesting a more conservative age of 4,000 to 6,000 years. It's an age-old debate, quite literally. What sets these Caucasian dolmens apart is their unique prehistoric architecture. Crafted with precision, these cycloptic stone blocks stand as a testament to ancient craftsmanship. These ancient wonders come in a limited variety of floor plans: square, trapezoidal, rectangular, and round, each telling a story of the past. But here's one similarity they all share. Every dolmen has a portal, a mysterious entrance right in the center of its front wall, adding a touch of intrigue to their ancient charm. What are these little doors for, and who lived in these dolmens? We hope one day we'll have the answers. Massive diamond.
Well, here's the thing. So I've been to the dolmens in Antequera in Spain, the south of Spain. And who lived in them? No one. Those were for bodies of like people that were revered locally. That's really what dolmens kind of are, right?
Field. The Mirny mine, known for its abundance of diamonds, boasts a depth of 1,722 feet and a diameter of 3,900 feet, ranking as the world's fourth deepest hole, restricted to aircraft due to the potential risk of its gravitational pull. The mine has gained notoriety not just for its danger, but for the astonishing $18 billion worth of diamonds it has yielded. The fame of the Mirny mine doesn't just come from its potential hazards. It's all about the massive diamond bounty discovered beneath its depths.
Guys, I want to point something out really quickly. When it comes to mines, I absolutely could not stand looking at them. It just looks like destruction. For what? For jewelry? Guys, it's not worth it to me. If it was something that was like saving people's lives consistently, then I'd be like, you know what, maybe we need to put a hole in a place where no one is, maybe, and then eventually think of ways to at least try to refill the hole instead of leaving this massive gaping maw on Earth, guys. All right.
First miners there identified kimberlite, an igneous rock signaling the presence of rare and precious diamonds. This realization led them to dig this truly colossal
diamonds are not rare
hole. However, the miners faced some serious challenges, enduring sub-zero temperatures and 7-month winters. Working in such harsh environments made their job almost impossible, not to mention the fact that it was so cold that their equipment would frequently freeze over. Yikes. Diamonds might be a girl's best friend, but they are not a miner's best friend. Orange snow. This Russian city is renowned for the 2014 Winter Olympics, but lately it's been stealing the spotlight thanks to its Mars-like makeover. But forget the snow-capped peaks. Sochi's mountains are turning a dusty red hue that could give the Martian surface a run for its money. But before you get too excited, It's not some extraterrestrial magic
No, it's something science-oriented, 100%.
at play. According to UK meteorologist Stephen Keats,
Okay.
winds decided to embark on a Sahara adventure, carrying fine sand all the way from North Africa to Eastern Europe.
All right, so guys, so I live in the south of Spain half the year. And occasionally we will get like sandstorms coming from the Sahara Desert, literally over the Mediterranean Sea into the port of Malaga and making everything around you look like a hazy orange color. So I absolutely believe that this is a thing. Sand somehow gets into the clouds, guys.
And Sochi just so happened to be the canvas for this epic masterpiece. The result, a mesmerizing blend of red and orange hues as the Saharan sand collided with storms and rain. This crazy weather was captured by NASA's Terra satellite, showcasing the transformation of snowy landscapes into a scene straight out of a Martian postcard. Looks like you don't need to launch into space to get an experience on a red planet. You can see it right here on Earth. Fort Zverev. Prepare for a tale of mystery from the Baltic Sea, while Fort Zverev, now in ruins on the northern shores of Kronstadt, may seem like a mere relic today. Its past is seriously mysterious. In the early 20th century, its primary role was to store sea mines and ammunition. Through World War II and even hosting military training and target practice. But here's where the intrigue deepens. In 1970, the fort experienced a not-so-ordinary event. It was engulfed in a fire that raged for weeks, transforming its basement into something resembling a scene from a sci-fi movie. The heat reached extreme levels, surpassing 1800 degrees Celsius, hotter than your typical household fire or even a gasoline blaze.
Yeah, because everything around it was stone and brick by the looks of it. Yeah, it was basically an oven.
However, weirdly enough, the cause of this fiery spectacle remains a total mystery. Some speculate it could have been a top-secret Russian test involving super-hot incendiary compounds, possibly with phosphorus capable of melting bricks like butter. However,
Yeah, but did the bricks melt like butter? Because I see bricks.
others think it was just all one big accident. The truth is, we will probably never know.
No, bro, we'll never know.
Russian Stonehenge. Found in the southern Urals, Arkham, a fortress dating back 2,000 to 3,000 years BC, has earned the nickname Russian Stonehenge, surpassing its English counterpart in age. Yep, the strange landmark is even older than the world-famous Stonehenge. What sets Arkham apart is its multitude of purposes, serving as a fortress, dwelling, temple, and social center all at the same time. Occupied for 200 years, the identity of its inhabitants remains a puzzle, with many archaeologists speculating that the ancient Indo-European civilization may have lived there, and the mystery only
Plausible.
deepens with reports of magnetic anomalies, strange lights, local fog, and other phenomena. Attracting alien hunters and researchers, some visitors even have reported hallucinations and feelings of disorientation at the site. Yep, this Russian Stonehenge just keeps getting weirder and weirder. While scientifically unproven, astronomers note similarities in latitude, date, and size between Arkham and Stonehenge, including shared astronomical phenomena like sunsets, sunrises, equinoxes, and solstices. Now that's a rather spooky connection. But there's some good news. Yep, ongoing efforts at Arkham offer people the hope that some of its secrets will be unveiled by hardworking archaeologists.
I would probably say a drone or a helicopter equipped with some type of LiDAR sensor or ground-penetrating radar would probably give you more of what's actually happening than the images that we're looking at here.
Mysterious boulders. Let's go on a chilly journey to Champ Island, a secluded jewel in the Arctic's Franz Josef archipelago. There's more to this place than just icy landscapes. There's the mysteries of monster marbles, this 144 square mile island named after William C. Champ, a hero of the 1905 polar expedition, boasts a unique feature, natural concretions resembling giant marbles, scattered across its expanse as if the Mother Nature decided to engage in her own game of marbles. With these stone spheres appearing man-made, scientists insist they are entirely natural, prompting geologists to explore various theories.
If they're like entirely natural, then I'm guessing they came from the water. They look super smooth. All I can think of is water rushing over them consistently, kind of moving them on the seafloor. But they're gigantic, so I have no idea how that's a plausible thing. Or there were gigantic boulders near the near the shore, maybe.
Could coastal waters have shaped them on the island, or did these formations originate underwater, eventually washing ashore? Or, like some conspiracy theorists believe, were they sculpted by an intelligent ancient race? Well, if you want to find out for yourself, you'll have to head to the freezing cold Champ Island to find out. Gateway to Underworld. Located near the small village of Batagai in the Verkhoyansk district. The Siberian crater known as the Batagai crater is shrouded in mystery. Local beliefs about this giant hole vary, with some considering it a portal to an ancient world, and others suggesting it could be an entrance to hell, earning it the ominous moniker of the Hellmouth crater. Yikes. Scientists attribute the formation of this vast chasm, reaching depths of over 300 feet in some areas, to melting permafrost, categorizing it as a mega slump.
That's exactly what it is. The scientists have it correct. Yeah, completely. I have no idea how the crater was formed, but if we're going to say that permafrost melted and then created this gigantic cavern, that sounds extremely plausible, bro. I'm sorry. That's it. I'm sure you're finding all types of fossils in there, most likely mammoth.
Areas to melting permafrost.
That makes sense.
Categorizing it as a mega slump. Inside the mile-long crater, researchers have made intriguing discoveries, including ancient pollen, a long-forgotten forest, and remnants of prehistoric creatures such as woolly mammoths. However, there's plenty of things that even scientists can't figure out in this strange location.
Guys, I actually do not like the fact that they're pointing out the fact that there's like some ancient pollen. I'm not sure that the human race, right, will actually have the ability to kind of deal with some of these ancient pollens, like specifically people who have like allergies. Imagine someone with modern day allergies encountering this ancient pollen. That's what kind of frightens me about the concept of like Antarctica melting. I never want Antarctica to melt. I don't want it to melt. Who knows what's there? Most likely we're going to have a whole nother, like, the pandemic happening once everything melts and then enters into our air, right? I don't like that. I'm not for it.
The Batagai crater continues to mystify, with its expansion at a rate of approximately 30 to 100 feet per year as the surrounding area thaws. Locals even have to listen to the unsettling booms coming from the shifting megaslump beneath the earth, which, let's face it, is enough to give you nightmares. Imagine having a 300-foot deep hole in your backyard.
Pass.
No thanks. Burial of Aphrodite, Priestess.
Pass.
Russian archaeologists have unearthed a 2,100-year-old grave revealing an intricately detailed silver medallion featuring none other than the Greek goddess of beauty and love herself, Aphrodite. But this is no ordinary medallion. It's a cosmic revelation. It shows not only the goddess, but also 10. Instead of the usual 12 signs of the zodiac. The medallion is unlocking the secrets of ancient religious practices. Some experts even propose that the woman resting in this grave might have been a priestess of Aphrodite, but that remains speculation at this point. The portrait on the silver medallion showcases the embossed head, shoulders, and hands of Aphrodite, surrounded by 10 symbols representing zodiac signs, like a lion for Leo, a bull for Taurus, and a scorpion for Scorpio.
Guys, I'm all for like archaeology, digging up things, right? But I'm absolutely against the concept of grave robbing. And that's what this looks like and always will look like to me, guys, by the way.
But hold on a second. Where are Aquarius and Libra? Researchers are scratching their heads, wondering why these celestial symbols were omitted from the relic. This treasure from the ancient Greek world uncovers not just a fashionable accessory, but a belief in astrology itself. Yes, the ancient Greeks may have believed that celestial bodies could influence earthly events. This medallion, a relic from the early 1st century BC, stands as one of the earliest depictions of the zodiac signs. Now that's pretty amazing. UFO Fragment. Check out this metal object the size of a Volkswagen Beetle discovered near a remote village, sparking wild speculations about a recent spacefall. Local residents stumbled upon this mysterious roughly 200-kilogram object.
What's it made out of?
Cylindrical in shape, capped with a rigid dome near the village of Ortendensky. They wasted no time hitching their newfound UFO fragment to a trailer, dragging it through the snow to their village. Moscow authorities were alerted, and the object was promptly confiscated for a close encounter with inspection. However, the cosmic curveball continues as Roscosmos officials debunk the space fell theory, stating, "The object found is not related to space technology. However, they promise a detailed study by experts to unravel the true identity of this
It'll never happen.
metallic enigma. Titanium, a metal of the cosmos, makes an appearance in this fragment, adding another layer to the mystery. Yet, breathe easy, Earthlings. Additional tests confirm it's not radioactive. The question lingers in the Siberian snow. What is this mysterious metal giant, and where did it come from? Thousands of snowballs. In the middle of a Siberian beach, an astonishing natural spectacle captured everyone's attention. A bizarre phenomenon unfolded as numerous snowballs materialized seemingly out of thin air.
Okay. Huh. Maybe rocks, then it snowed, and then it melted, but the rocks were still cold, so the snow stayed, but the crevices between them melted.
Surprising the locals of Nida, a village on the Yamal Peninsula. This peculiar beach, situated just above the Arctic Circle, transformed into a haven for thousands of perfectly spherical snowballs, ranging from a few inches to nearly 3 feet in diameter. Now that's something we've never seen before. Residents of Nida were utterly gobsmacked when they encountered these giant frozen orbs, stunned to see this phenomenon in their hometown. Hey, we'd be shocked too. Scientists say that when the slushy frozen water froze, it coated the shore in a layer of ice. As the tides receded, the combo of waves and wind propelled the ice along the beach, shaping these peculiar ice balls in various sizes and forms. So there you have it, the weather phenomenon you never knew existed.
No.
Keep your eyes peeled for giant snowballs next
life.
time you're at the beach. Hairy sea monster. This is a bizarre beach discovery straight from the mysterious shores of the Bering Sea on the Pacific side of the Kamchatka Peninsula.
Okay,
yep,
hairy.
this is a foul-smelling, headless and eyeless behemoth 3 times the size of a person, covered in white and gray hair that has
Hair. Keep that in mind. Hair. So let's play a game. All right. There have been plenty of stories told by a lot of people who live on the ocean about these crazy sea monsters that pop up out of nowhere. But there are people who transport animals across the water, and occasionally a boat may go down. That animal is going to come back to the to the top of the sea, the ocean, and then float to the nearest coast humanly possible. I think something like this happened many, many years ago, somewhere on the East Coast in the United States of America, and it was like a monkey.
everyone scratching their heads, literally. The Siberian Times reported on this hairy sea monster that washed up, leaving locals and curious onlookers in awe.
Guys, the key word is hair, because why would an animal need hair that comes from the ocean?
Creature's undistinguishable features, long tail, and repulsive odor have sparked wild theories about its origin. Svetlana, the brave soul who stumbled upon this bizarre beast and captured it on video, can't help but wonder if it's some ancient creature resurrected from the depths. But the real showstopper is the creature's tubular hair, described as hollow and colorless, reminiscent of polar bear fur. One commentator even suggested it might be the remains of an ancient extinct woolly mammoth, released from the icy grip of the thawing permafrost.
Could be.
The truth is, experts are still totally baffled by this giant furry rotten creature. Who knows what this beach monster might be?
Well, I mean, if it's rotten and you're smelling it, I'm not sure it's going to be a mammoth, bro.
Mummified monster.
Well, I guess if it touched water, it's like reconstituting and then the smells get going crazy.
Russian diamond miners stumbled upon a mummified monster during their operation, sparking wild speculations and baffling local scientists. Miners initially believed they had
Look at the teeth. Like a Wolverine, maybe? A badger? A honey badger? Guys, what's that skull? I'm just looking at the two, the scissor teeth here.
unearthed an unknown dinosaur frozen in time. However, the scientific community is reportedly less certain about this prehistoric puzzle and is eager to get their hands on the creature for a closer look. Theories are floating around suggesting this ancient mini monster could be anything from a wolverine, a carnivorous mammal resembling a small.
Guys, it looks like a Wolverine. And I can't really tell the difference between, like the skull at least, between a Wolverine and like a honey badger. If you take all the skin off, right, they look the same. Look at the two front scissor teeth. Look at the shape of its body. I'm not sure if this is a crazy one.
Small bear to a sable or marten. The frozen sands of Udakni, meaning lucky, have indeed struck gold in the mystery department. The mummy will make the journey from Udakni to Yakutsk, where scientists aim to unveil the secrets hidden within this mummified relic. Will it turn out to be a lost dinosaur, a modern-day carnivorous creature, or perhaps a creature we've yet to identify?
All right, guys, based off of the teeth, okay, I am seriously going to go ahead and say it is something like a badger or a wolverine, something in that realm of things. I do think that the craziest one probably would be the orange snow one. I've never seen or heard of that in my entire life, but it makes all the sense in the world. I have no idea how sand from the Sahara Desert got all the way here, but because I've experienced it personally, basically flying over and flooding the air in the south of Spain, yeah, I believe it. It could happen. It's plausible, right? That's a super plausible thing. But all right, listen, let me know in the comments of the next one of these I should be checking out, and I will get into that as soon as I possibly can, all right? And listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.